Hey Arirang TV Pops and Soul viewers, I'm Tiffany from Girls' Generation. So this is my first ever debut solo album, and the title track is called I Just Wanna Dance. It's an EP, it's filled with 6 tracks, and this whole album concept, I just wanted it to be kind of a transition into the next chapter of my music career. I wanted it to be chill and natural. So if you listen to my songs, I think you can get a chill vibe. Yes, it's my debut. So I've always wanted to be a solo artist since I was 15 and came to this company looking up to Boa 선배님. But doing Girls' Generation, being a part of the group for 9 years, I have had a really good experience and lots and lots of, stage/production experiences that made it totally easier to transition into a musician alone. This album has been in the works since maybe last summer. I mean, we set a date for last year, but I kind of wanted it to be perfect, and I'm more into the summer type of setting, so I waited till the spring. So almost close to a year. Difficulties in putting this album together, definitely learning to work out of my comfort zone and learning to really push limits and kind of, test out something different and want to create something differently, especially since I've started writing music myself. And it is really nerve-wracking to put out music that you've written on your own. Like, it's different when you're like having people in the studio say, oh, it's good, and then once it's out, it's totally nerve-wracking. So that was definitely nerve-wracking and kind of difficult, but something I'm very proud of. And the fun part of this production was I got to take a lot of time, and I got to really kind of focus just on the music, because I've always mainly wanted to put out really, really good music. Like, of course, all the other music and albums we've put together was very me in my teenage years, but this is something I really wanted to do in my late 20s, which I am heading towards too. So yes, that's what's fun. So What I Do is the first ever self-written track from me and from Girls' Generation, because I was lucky enough to have Seyoung as my lyricist. What I Do was put together maybe last year, and I'm still really having trouble transitioning the lyrics into Korean. And I asked my company to help out with the Korean lyrics after I wrote it. And it was fate, because Seyoung's lyrics went through. And I was so excited because she knows me best. She gets to portray my situation in her perspective, because she was, there in the situation where she's always there in my life. So it was nice to have someone who can really relate and want to write my story in a very, very nice way, because some like pronunciations are still a little difficult when hitting a note, and she really focused on making the lyrics and the notes match and sounding really pretty. So thank you, Seong. I have had so much support from friends, family, label mates, and people and friends from outside the company. But when I first released this album, like immediately at 12 a.m., Boa 선배님 called me. So I was really shocked because, you know, she's someone I've looked up to my whole entire career. And she was like, I'm so happy for you and proud of you. So that was really, really satisfying. And, you know, everyone from, you know, Shiny, EXO, Red Velvet, I have everybody's love from this company, Super Junior. Hichar oppa came to my promotion today as well. But I'd have to say, out of everybody, my roommate, who has been my roommate for the past 12 years, has been a big part of this project, this production, because she has seen me through every situation through this process, and that would be Taeyang. Of course. So I've asked my company to set this music video, the I Just Wanna Dance music video setting in LA, because this music was so human Tiffany, not stage girls' generation Tiffany. Like, I wanted this to be very me, very personal. I wanted the music to be very intimate in a way. It can be my story, it can be your story, it can be anybody's story, but you know, I hope that the audience can see my song, see the video, and say, oh yeah, I'm going through that too. I want to dance the night away too. So LA was definitely a very important setting in this production. And you know, I've never shot a music video in LA, and it felt so normal, it felt so natural. Like, there wasn't any type of setting or like costume. It was very, you know, day-to-day, daily type of Tiffany in the video. So I'm glad I got to show that side of myself and the music. And it looks really, really sunny, but it was really, really cold when I was shooting it. That's what's really crazy. But you know, I pulled it off, thank God. And I had a beautiful video made. I'm very happy with it. It's so different from what the Girls' Generation or TTS production looks like, and I'm looking forward to working with, you know, so many different types of directors as well. So stay tuned. Pros and cons of being a solo artist after being such a huge family, my family. Definitely it gets boring and it gets lonely and it gets nervous. And I am so lucky because Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I have my girls coming every single day. I'm so lucky because I was so nervous. And then Thursday you had Taeyeon and Yuna, you know, Friday you had Soyeon and Hyoyeon, and I'm so happy that they are here because I was really nervous. And so the con was me being sad and lonely, and the pros to it is that I get to have my full voice on a full album. Like, I'm so glad that I get to put out something right now when I know who I am and I want to express myself the way I want to. We have tried and experimented so many different things through Girls' Generation, and I'm so happy that I got to carry on that journey with so many talented friends. And I I feel like this album, my new album, is something totally different. I definitely want to try pushing towards more into the pop R&B type of music. So I hope our fans will like my new music. Thank you. This is my first ever album, and I am just starting my promotions. I hope you guys stay tuned for more performances and more music, because it's just the beginning. Thanks guys. Have fun listening to I Just Wanna Dance.